The terror continues, particularly aimed at political parties right now. And also we see a potential economic catastrophe with an IMF bailout which just stopped the country defaulting, but which nonetheless leaves Pakistan in a parlous position. Your country can't afford the political chaos that will come if you try to run in the forthcoming election. It just can't afford it.
Stephen, look, the only solution to Pakistan, and any sensible person in this country will confirm this, the only solution, there is no other solution, free and fair elections. That's the only way we will get out of this mess. What is happening is that in order to keep me out, they are dismantling our democracy. And what you're seeing in the rise in terrorism, the whole province of KP, Pakhtunkhwa, which is on the border of Afghanistan, why was there no terrorism when we were in power for 3.5 years? Why is it suddenly the terrorism is going up? Because they are no longer represented. The government in Pakhtunkhwa, where the terrorism has started, and in Balochistan, there has been a caretaker government which is not representative of Pakistan, doesn't belong to the people, and that's going there for 8 months. It's illegal, it's unconstitutional. So the answer is free and fair elections. Let the people select their own representatives and then let them sort out the problems of Pakistan. We as a representative government had brought down terrorism in Pakistan.
You right now are sitting in Lahore. Every time you try to leave your home, you have to negotiate all of the armed guards and the security that surrounds you. Pretty much your only journeys right now are to the courthouse. You know that you survived an assassination attempt last November, but you've said you expect another one to come. I believe your own children have told you that you ought to get out of politics for your own safety. Why will you not heed that advice? Because it may be the only way to calm tensions in your country.
Stephen, what you're saying is that we should accept slavery and not have freedom. Democracy means freedom. So what you're basically telling me is that in order to accept this fascist government which is destroying our civil liberties by the day, they're about to pass a bill, just so that you know what we are facing right now. They're passing a bill which is called Prevention of Extreme Violence. The intelligence agencies can break into anyone's house without an arrest warrant. They can pick anyone up. They can try people in military courts without access to justice. This is what we are facing now. Unfortunately, the country has been taken over by fascists, and they are petrified of elections. Reason why I'm suffering is because they know that elections we would win, hands down. And because of that, they are not only dismantling our democracy, it means we should accept that we don't have any freedom. How can we accept that?
You've made a series of allegations. You've made a series of allegations about this government, which of course the current Pakistani government would absolutely deny. But what is clear is that if elections are to be held this year, you have a choice. You either try to run or you back off, because it could send Pakistan over the edge. What are you going to do?
What will save Pakistan are free and fair elections. Stephen, make no mistake about it, because that will give it political stability, a government backed by a public mandate. If it comes in for 5 years, will give us political stability, and that will then give us economic stability. At the moment, there is no political stability and the economy is just tanked. And this terrorism is an offshoot. Right. When there's no representation of people, when they are being ruled by a center which has no idea how to deal with things as things deteriorate. So look, what you're basically saying is that I should just leave these guys alone and, you know, look after myself. So it's easy for me. All I have to say is that, look, I'm going for a holiday to London to see my boys, and life is easy for me. But look, I mean, I am the first generation of Pakistanis which grew in an independent country. My parents grew up in colonial India. So we value our freedom.
Imran Khan, we have to end there. Thanks very much for joining me on Hard Talk.